last year to encourage Governor Deal and the Georgia General Assembly to expand Medicaid.
I think this issue can transcend the two-party political system, and I think we can do better than this.
There are provisions that are never going to be as effective as taking care of things on the front end of people's needs. And that's exactly what Medicaid expansion would do.
Who are these 650,000 people that we talk about in Georgia? They're the folks that are working 40 to 60 hours a week, and they don't get enough money to pay for health care, and their jobs don't provide health care. And at the end of the day, we're letting dogmatic politics kill people 10 a week, every week.
And we're gonna have folks who are in that gap share some of their stories.
We're up pretty high on a mountain, and I slipped kind of like an idiot and went falling down, fell about 70 feet and split my head open. I had to go to the hospital 13 times. They gave me stitches, did x-rays multiple times, and all those things. You would say, well, if you don't have Medicaid, how is that possible? Well, I was in Argentina when this happened. Had I been here in Georgia, I only would have had the initial emergency treatment at the hospital, which would have saddled me with thousands of dollars of debt.
I don't make enough income to meet the Medicaid threshold, so I am without health care. And I feel like I'm being punished as a resident of Georgia. I'm a poor college student, and the fact that I don't have access to health care is a constant reminder of that. I have to think about that on top of everything else that I have to worry about. Bladder cancer is the most expensive cancer to treat. At times I should be recuperating from surgery or treatment. I'm working furiously to set up payment arrangements with my doctor and the hospital, anesthesiologist and pathologist, the list goes on and on. I live in chronic pain because I cannot afford to have my secondary symptoms attended to. And those people will not forget Governor Deal. Every day that they hurt and that they suffer and that they needlessly bury someone that has passed, they will not forget that they do so because of choices that you made.
Right now, we have people dying here. We have hospitals closing. I don't know how many of you guys heard, but in Barrow County, just right over in Winder, just down the road, they're closing their maternity ward there. The governor's own rural hospital committee went through and reviewed all of the rural hospitals we have here in this state and tried to see where they were financially. 19 of them were either deemed financially fragile or operating on a day-to-day basis. And we've already had 5 of them close over the last couple years.
I am one of those 650,000 people that aren't covered. Back in December of last year, only a few months ago, I had viral meningitis. I'm very lucky that I'm not dead, but now I owe $15,000. $15,000 is more than my trailer cost that I share with my family of 4. $15,000 is more than I will pay for a semester at Berea College in August. $15,000 is more than I have.
Luke, 9th chapter, about the 21st verse, I believe it is, goes into a little more detail. Says she had spent her money here and there till she had no more, meaning she spent herself into poverty. But the woman's faith kept her strong enough to push through the crowd to touch the hem of Jesus' garment. Right now, friends, our governor is in the way of that lady touching the garment. You understand what I'm saying? The governor's in the way. 650,000 Georgians are without insurance. 650,000 votes will make a difference.
And they're frightened because they know what they have to do, but they don't want to do it. We're going to make them do it though, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Because right now, we're going to go on a march, and it is going to be the mother of all marches. We're going to march around this gigantic classic, and we're going to march around these walls just like they marched around the walls of Jericho and brought the walls down. But the walls that we're going to be bringing down are walls of egotism and walls of political posturing, and we're going to take them to walls.